Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Okay. Should be good now. I'm just trying to figure out where I can pop up the chat so I can see it on my screen, because currently I'm not able to see it. I'd have to pull up like my iPad or something to take a look at your guys' chats. What's up, everybody? What is up? What is up? There it is. I'll just use my iPad for the chats. Alrighty. I can now see it. What's up, everybody? How you guys all doing? Mark, can you link where I can join your live sessions? You're in my live session right now. This is my live session. My love sessions. I honestly read it as a live either way, but that's really funny that you wrote that on accident. Gotta switch YouTube channels. My love sessions. I honestly. Christian, you sent me a message on Telegram, right? I'll get back to you on there. No, it's not free. That's what I'm saying. That's more of like an educational call that I do, where I like actually take the time to like learn everybody where they're at and what they want to work on. Alright, we're going to be trading my live account today. Hope you guys are all doing well. What I'm looking for today on gold is going to be some honesty. There's a little bit of both sides. So somebody in the chat, if you guys are reading and keeping up with the chat, somebody said that there's a 4-hour fair value gap. And he is completely correct. Right here, there is a 4-hour fair value gap that got disrespected. What happens when a fair value gap gets disrespected? It turns into a bearish confluence. So this right here is a bearish confluence. But on the other hand, we also ran down and created a bullish little immediate rebalance. So now we're running up after doing that. and we're about to get a new 4-hour candle. The reason why I trade during this time with VIP is because we get a new 4-hour candle, and it's in the PM session. Let me also share this link for the live stream on Instagram. What's up? Oh. What's up, everybody? I am live now. Hit this link to join me on YouTube. Alright, let me know who's in the chat so I can see who's tuning in today. Can you guys hear me alright? How's the audio sound? Let me know. Okay, so take a look at this right now. So we have this bullish kind of like pull up into this gap, but then this candle just closed inside of it. So honestly, we might get a little bit of sell side here. So now our objective is just to scale down lower time frame and try to find that setup now. Seeing a little 15-minute gap up here. Pulling down from that 15-minute gap. Let's see if we have anything, or that was 5-minute time frame. Kind of want to see like an IFEG or anything that we can use to give us more of a confluence to enter a trade. And what's a good target today, guys? Let's take a look at the chart. Here we have a higher low, and then we failed to sweep the highs. So we could totally take out these lows right here. Just label that as relative equal lows. I think I'm more leaning towards sells. Okay, you guys can't see my balance. Let's go. Or should I move this? I'll keep it over here. 30-minute IFEG lunch session, New York low. We already tapped into that right here, though. I think the best target would probably just be to like aim into this gap again. So not necessarily the lows, but maybe just literally closing inside of this gap right here. So let's see. I'm gonna look for a little bit of a lower time frame confirmation, like a market structure shift or something like that. Let's see if we can get that here. We do have a little 5-minute gap right here. It's a little hard to see, but there is a 5-minute gap, and this 5-minute candle closes in 2 minutes. Wherever this 5-minute candle closes, it will definitely help us with the narrative of whether we are going to be buying or selling here. Like I said, I'm definitely leaning more towards sells because of this 4-hour gap. This could be a big reversal, honestly. Very big reversal. Everybody who's tuning in today, drop a comment on YouTube, drop a little chat. I want to see who's tuning in today. What up, Kartik? I like how you did your name. Your full name's Kartik Verma, and you abbreviated it to Karma. Orangutan. What up, brother? What up, Daniel? Let's kill it today. All right, 20 seconds until we get our first 5-minute candle of the session. Someone just asked, am I gonna wait for it to retest this gap and then sell? That would definitely be optimal. We got a little 103 RR right here if we do get this set up. So let me scale down to the 1 minute time frame here. It would be 4487, right? 4487 right there. Slightly higher on the 1 minute time frame, we have a no wick candle. So I'd optimally hope to be able to enter right here off of this gap. It might be a little bit of an ambitious target, but let's see if we dig a little bit higher than this IFEG wick into this no wick candle. That would be a beautiful opportunity to go short from. So let's place a pending limit. There you go, right there. Stop loss is gonna go just above these highs right here. And TP. We're gonna aim for that 30-minute gap down here. There you go. So I'm not in a sell, I placed a sell limit. Tons of volatility coming in. I need some water, guys. All right, everybody, let's get to it. I got some calories in my system now, so I'm be thinking at the next level. Let's go. If you guys think about it, like this is a 4-hour candle, it can run down massively. See if it retests anything. It barely missed this 1 minute IFEG right here. Alright guys, it's not going to be the best trade. We are obviously aiming for it to go all the way up into this premium over here before melting. But come on guys, it's end of day. And we just pretty much retested this 1 minute IFEG. I'm going to wait for this candle to close as well. And then I think I might enter just off of this area right here. I've been watching you for 1 month, and I watched your IFEG strategy, and I passed my top step account in like 1 week and a half with the right risk management. That's why I want to join your VIP group. Dude, I love to hear that, and I'm glad that your risk management has been on point. I feel like that's one of the most important things. And so you can keep learning the strategy. I do teach the strategy in here. Let's go hop on. I have a course, goes into pretty much in detail every little thing that I trade. Starting from a little psychology video into power of 3, open, high, low, close, quarterly theory, which is one of the better models that I've used to trade early morning. That's what we did today with VIP. Honestly, guys, I just couldn't. I didn't feel like turning on the lights or anything. I pretty much just sent signals in the VIP group today. Look, I'll go through the messages from this morning. I said, it will be at 6 a.m. Already expanding off of this 30-minute gap. So I was already bullish. I was hoping to get in right there, but it already started expanding. Somebody asked me a question, but then I said I'm looking for this 5-minute IFEG as my entry. So that's what we waited for, and then it created that IFEG. Came back, one of the students said, oh, it tapped into it. Boom, I said let's go in for some longs, and we ran it up. We caught that TP right there. Beautiful trade. Can you link your wallet, because I can't find it in the site? Yeah, I don't typically like put it. It's only if people like really want to work with me. I'm not really like out there advertising this thing. Let's see. Okay, that is the link. I'll send it in the chat right now. If you'll check my Instagram, you won't find it anywhere. What's up, everybody? How you guys all doing today? Let me know what you guys had for breakfast today. I just had this healthy protein bar and some black coffee, Americano, one of my favorite ways of drinking coffee. It honestly just gets me like locked in and focused. So not gonna lie, I was looking to get in off of this gap, but the way that it kind of just closed didn't make me too confident in the setup. Just because the next candle just ripped down, and now we're pulling back up. So maybe it's gonna rip back up a little bit higher. I'm obviously hoping to get into a trade somewhere up here where there's a no wick candle. And then we also have this 5-minute FVG up here. So for now, let's scratch this FVG. What do we have below? We have this 30-minute gap. Let's see on the 15-minute time frame if we have anything. There's nothing on the 15-minute time frame. It's looking like a little head and shoulders right here. I don't trade head and shoulders pattern, but I'm just saying that's what it's looking like. Yeah, so it never retested this 5-minute gap that we were looking for, and we're kind of just ripping down off this 4-hour. I do think it's going to keep going down because of this 4-hour candle. It respected this nicely, and we pretty much have no 4-hour gaps until this one right here. See this huge 4-hour gap? That's the only one that exists right here on the 4-hour time frame. If this is a 4-hour trade and it actually wants to rip down, then it can totally do that. It can totally rip down and start like moving heavily. We just tapped into the 30-minute gap. If we did get in up here, that would have been our TP, but we didn't get in. So I'm looking for another entry. I'm looking for like a trade that we can still take. I think that the potential for this trade is still really massive. I just want to make sure if you guys are trading with me, we actually catch a nice, beautiful trade. Let's run it, boys. Okay, we're pulling back up out of this 30-minute FVG. We just tapped it. That's why I didn't want to go for the lows here. I said we just like pretty much just target the gap, because sometimes it will, there will be a gap and you guys are targeting like equal lows. You're targeting this low right here. but there's a gap and it never hits your TP, and you guys wonder why. It's because you guys don't see the gaps. It hits the gap and starts reversing. It never hits your TP, and you think, oh, market just didn't want to sweep the liquidity. No, it just took out the gap, and that was enough for it to start turning back around. I don't think it's going to take out these lows right here. I think we're going to pull back up, and then we're going to melt again. So I'm hoping that that's what happens here, and we can get a nice little entry. All right, we're about to get a new 5-minute FVG right here. We just got a new 5-minute candle. We took out this previous low. We didn't take out the low down here just yet. Let's see if we get a reversal here at all. It's a little bit unfortunate that I didn't get in earlier. I didn't really see an opportunity. Drop a comment. Let me know who's tuning in today, boys. Super unfortunate. 15-minute time frame. Five-minute time frame. Took out both of these lows. Let's go take a look at the dollar as well. Dollar is super important when it comes to finding the narrative. So never forget about the dollar. DXY. Boom. Let's see where it's at. Okay. Ooh, guys. No way it pulled all the way back up. This is great. This means that Euro USD has the potential to run down and dip into this level. Damn, it's dropping hard. Yes, it is. What's up, D's here? What's up, D's? D's nuts. Des. I'm kidding, bro. Let's get this dub. Let's get it, bro. Huge 15-minute bearish gap. It didn't form yet, though. So on the Euro USD, what I was looking for is I'm looking for a huge like reversal once it hits this monthly immediate rebalance. I'm looking for a monthly buy. Like I want to see a huge pull up, like sweeping all these highs, getting all the way back up here. It's going to be a really massive trade, and I'm looking for it from this monthly level. So I'm looking forward to that. And because DXY pushed back up the dollar, it pushed back up into this monthly IFVG. You could see the first time that we tapped into this thing, we melted hard, and now we're pushing back up into it. So I'm looking for another big melt back down. Once Euro USD hits that level, I'm gonna expect it to start flying. That sucks, guys. That sucks. I'm following my plan, and it sucks that we didn't get an entry here, honestly. Because there was no, we didn't tap back into anything. It's gold though. It can run up like 100 pips in a few minutes. So let's be patient. I still think we're gonna get a setup here. I still think we're gonna get a setup. So somebody said huge 15-minute gap. This 15-minute gap, it doesn't exist yet because this candle hasn't closed. This candle can still pull back up and the gap will look different. So you don't want to use a gap until it actually closes. This candle did form a fair value gap because every single one of these candles closed. This one up here also formed a fair value gap. If you struggle to see fair value gaps still because you're still new to fair value gaps, I recommend going to your indicators here and clicking FVG Nephew Sam right here, and it will mark out all of the fair value gaps for you, so you can see which ones exist and which ones don't exist yet. And you'll see if I go to a 15-minute time frame, it doesn't mark this one out yet because it doesn't exist. Honestly, I'm gonna keep this indicator on. I'm gonna keep it on and just like make it super hard to see, but sometimes even I miss some fair value gaps, so this can be helpful for me as well. Like I said, I'm still very bearish, but we want to get a little bit of a tap back into something. We want to actually get into a high probability area. We don't want to get in the middle, especially at the bottom of the move. I'm just confident it's gonna be one when it closes. Oh. Although yes, it's still very possible it could flip bullish. Yeah, I mean it is gold, bro. It can always happen. How's everyone doing today? Looking for a trade. This is the limit that I set. I was hoping to get in like a little bit of a reversal here, and then we would have caught the TP right there. Would have been a beautiful trade, plus 2,000, but we never got the pullback. We're coming back up now. Let's see, this is off of a 30-minute gap, so this can be a big reversal here. Hopefully it taps back in and gives us a nice entry into one of these confluences. So like I said, you don't want to be looking at the 15-minute gap if it doesn't close. Like, I mean, you said you know, which is cool. Like, but for other people, because they might not know in the chat, look, now the fair value gap isn't as big as it was before because it hasn't closed yet, it hasn't formed yet. Okay, we're about to tap. We tapped into this 5-minute gap down here. I'm just gonna ignore that one for now because we completely ran straight through it. We have a 5-minute gap up here as well. How many of you guys trade ICT concepts? How many of you guys trade something else? Let me know in the chat. Almost there. We almost tapped into that 5-minute fair value gap right there. One of the things that ICT uses as a confluence is the wicks of candles. So if you take the midpoint of the wick to the left and then the midpoint of the wick above, it actually forms its own little fair value gap. Boom. Okay, we did tap into that gap and we pulled back down off of the close. I'm gonna see where this candle closes in 2 minutes and then we're gonna hop in a trade. Let's go. ICT so goated, legitimately. I trade supply and demand. Nice, man. What's your narrative off of supply and demand? You looking at this low right here? It's 1 a.m. here. I'm heading to sleep. Thank you, Mark. Good night. Good night, Naveen. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, you put me on. Once I seen that, does that genuinely work. It does indeed, brother. All right, we're waiting 1 more minute until this closes. 1 minute 50 seconds. Because we want to make sure that it actually closes inside of the gap. Even if it closes inside of this bottom one right here, that's still really good for us. I'm still going to catch a trade off that. If we take the Fibonacci from the top to the bottom of this move, I do believe that we're now inside of the premium. So that's honestly a really good entry, just hopping in off of this 5-minute gap. Maybe I just have to lower my risk on this trade. Instead of using 5 lots, I'll use like 3. And then we could still place the same amount of risk right there. Dang. Dang, that's crazy. Did you guys see that? It literally jumped down. It went bang. 26, 25, 24, 23. Guys, if this closes above this little bearish gap right here, then I'm gonna try to get another entry up here. If it closes inside of it, I think I might just get in right here. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna close inside of it. This is a really bad area to enter though, because this is also a 30-minute bullish gap. You guys can see that 30-minute bullish gap, but this gap might get closed below. So I'm gonna hop in a sell here. Bang, entering sells, going in for the low. So I'm in now. Even though this is a 30-minute bullish gap right here, I think that in 5 minutes, it's gonna try to close below this gap, and then we can also use it as a supporting confluence to go lower. So if it does close below it right here, use it to go lower. So I'm in. I placed my stop loss above the high here. I got in because it closed inside of this 5-minute gap. This candle has no wick. It's most likely gonna pull down. And then our TP is gonna be, let's find a good area to TP at. I'm gonna try to hold this as long as possible, but let's find a good area where we can target. I'd say maybe this 1 hour right here. It's gonna be at 5.7. 4.457. So that's a 1 hour confluence. 4.457. Let's go. We're in. Alright, so like I said, this candle doesn't have a wick, I believe. Oh, it does have a wick. Okay, I was wrong. But we still respected it with this candle pulling all the way back down from the premium. Let's see if this 30-minute time frame gets disrespected here. Minute IFVG. Boom. 3 minutes until the close. I want to see this candle close below this gap. ICT plus quarterly theory, yes sir. There you go, we're back below the gap. 2 more minutes until this candle closes. I'm gonna try to go break even once I'm in a decent amount of profit. Especially once this candle comes to a close, because then it can pull back to try to tap back into it. Let's go. There you go. You can see how much of a magnet this gap is. It's pulling price, like it's staying around this area. It's probably not going to melt down until the candle closes and the next one opens. Keep a close eye on how this candle closes here in 40 seconds. We got 10 seconds, guys. We're closing below this thing. We are closing below this thing. Nice. All right, I'm going break even. As I said, once we close, we're going to go break even because it can come right back up into it. There you go. Let's get it. Let's get it. 800. All right, I'm going to chop off partials here. I'm going to chop off 2 lots, and I'm going to hold the last one because that's a good amount of profit for me right there. Bang. Let's go. All right, last one's running. Last one's running all the way to TP. That's still 1 lot. Let's go. Beautiful. That was a very quick trade right there. As soon as that candle closed, the next one started bolting down. Now, it can still tap back into this gap. And if it taps back into the gap, even if it takes me out at break even, I'm probably going to enter again. But in the offhand, I already got into my entry and I'm already break even. So that's why sometimes there is a opportunity for you to get in earlier. And I always take that opportunity if it gives it to me. Let's go. This is a live account, by the way, guys. Let's go. Let's go, another banger. Bro, Daniel, we're 2 for 2 today. Daniel's one of the VIP students. We are 2 for 2. Woke up in the morning, caught a W buy trade, and now we're catching a trade on the way back down. Make sure you take partials, because if it comes back up into it, it's going to take us out at break even. That's why I was so quick to take some partials off, because I know that most of the time, whenever it creates an IFEG, it comes back up into it. It'd be much easier for us if it didn't and it just kept running down, but you can't control the market, so you can just do your best with what you got. You see those hearts popping up on the screen? That's actually me. I'm hearting myself. You said you teach your method for free? Bro, what am I doing right now? I go live every single day during Asia session, Des. Every single day. And my method is pretty much just using higher time frame gaps for narrative, lower time frame gaps for confirmation for entry. Who caught this trade with me? Let me know in the chat if you made some profits. Even if it's a demo account. Who caught this trade with me? It is another beautiful day. People asking for the method because we just caught another banger off of a 5-minute gap. So we were looking for the 30-minute candle to close below this gap right here because it looks bearish off of the 4-hour gap. Narrative is bearish for today's live stream. And so on the lower time frame, we went in and caught a trade off of a 5-minute fair value gap. Caught that on the way down, and I'm currently holding the remainder of the position after taking partials at break even. Let's get it. What a beautiful trade. We got W for the win. 200 on my live, 500 on the funded. 4,240 profit. Bro made more than me. Let's go. All right. If it taps again, for everybody that didn't get in yet, that's a second entry opportunity. Sometimes it runs back into the gap. Other times it just melts from the close below it. This is a market structure shift though. It's showing you that it's disrespecting bullish confluences. Let's go. We're actually looking like we're heading for the low here. Looks like I'm about to take another partial here at the low. Once we take out that low, I'm going in for another partial. Ooh, let's get it. Pass a challenge on Friday and working on a payout now. Off to a good start so far. Let's go, brother. Build that buffer and work on those winning days. You got it, brother. Okay, we failed to take out the low. It looks like we're coming back up into it. I'm still waiting for that retest, guys. I went in with 0.03. Should I take partials? What you think? I always take partials no matter how much I went in with. It's just part of the habit, bro. Right now you're trading with 0.03, but in the future you're going to be trading with 3 lots. And you're not going to be able to take partials if you don't build the habit right now. Waiting for this retest. It's probably gonna take us out here at break even, rebalance this gap, and then I'm gonna look for another trade here. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna hop out with 70 bucks right there, and I'm just gonna look for another 3 lot entry. Let's go up to the 30-minute time frame, take a look exactly where this is at. So this is the gap that we're using on TradingView. There you go. So we have yet to tap back into it. I think I'm gonna set a limit order right up here at this wick. And gonna drop a stop loss above. Let's risk about $1,000. And we're gonna go for that same TP down here at 4,470. Sell limit has been placed. All right, let's see if we get into the most A+ entry that we can possibly get up here at the top of this wick. There you go. We tapped it and perfectly rebalanced that, guys. This is going to melt and it's going to be a beautiful trade. Look at that top tick entry. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I'm going break even on this trade already because that was a beautiful freaking entry. Beautiful top tick trade. Holy moly. Look at that reversal off of that gap. Hopefully this time we actually break through the lows here. Already break even on this trade. That was a beautiful entry. Let's go, boys. Dang. Come on. Stay below that gap. We did everything we needed to right there. We did everything we needed to. We rebalanced the previous wick. No new fair value gap is going to form right there. We also tapped back into the 30-minute IFEG. So it doesn't have to go back up. I'm hoping that it doesn't take me out here at break even. Come on, brother. Come on. Okay, it took me out at break even. We're back up here. This is such a good area. So I'm gonna re-enter right here with 2 lots. Just because I'm a little bit sketched out by the fact that we pulled back up right there when that was such a good entry. So I'm only going in with half the risk that I went in on the first time. So I'm in with 2 lots, risking about 500 bucks. Boom. Targeting that same level, 4470. Okay, this time we're ripping straight through it. That's why you got to go break even. Lower your risk on the second entry, because sometimes it just like, even though that was a beautiful entry, it pulled back up. Why did it pull back up? Maybe it wants to go higher. Make sure that we always minimize our risk. Check the lower time frames here. We should still be good. We should still be good. This is a 30-minute confluence. It might take a little while to play out, but we should still be good right here. I'm a little scared of the 15-minute gap. Did we get a 15-minute gap already? Ooh, we got a 15-minute gap up here. Whew. Okay, so let me check 15-minute time frame on here. My stop loss is slightly below the 15-minute gap. If it does want to get up there, it's gonna take me out. Might as well not risk too much. But remember, guys, the higher the time frame, the more significant it is. So the 30-minute time frame is going to be so much more significant towards the bias. It doesn't have to get up to the 15-minute time frame. Come on, let's go. I'm cold. I'm so cold, guys. Time for a hoodie. It's a little chilly in here. You in cells, bro? That's exactly what I'm in. I'm in some cells, bro. That was super difficult to put on with my hat and headphones on. Awesome. What's the TP? I just joined. Sorry, bro. No worries at all. We're trading off of this 30-minute gap. This is our second trade, actually. Our first one was off of the 5-minute gap. And now our TP is going to be this 1 hour gap down at 4470. 1 hour gap. Actually, it's much lower than I thought. 4457. That's my main TP because we are coming off of a 4 hour gap. So take a look at this 4 hour time frame. We respected it. We got a new 4 hour candle. And now we're kind of melting off of that. And I was looking for the market to respect this 30-minute gap right here. But it looks like we want to dig up higher. So it might take us out on our entry number 2. Which is fine. It might just want to dig into one of these top confluences. That was the first thing that we were looking for when the stream started. But then we got a new confluence on the 30-minute time frame. So that's what I was using. Was thinking pull back to 4450 area, then push back up to 4520-ish. What are you thinking? Honestly, bro, for now, one step at a time. Not thinking about the pullback just yet. I'm just thinking about where it wants to go. If the 4 hour candle does push price down, then maximum that I want to aim for is going to be this area right here, this 1 hour gap. There you go. We're back inside of that 30-minute FVG. Nice. If it's consolidating around this area, then it's probably going to be waiting for this candle to close before moving lower, which can happen in 15 minutes. So let's be patient here. We might have to wait 15 minutes. What was your TP again? Let's worry about surviving this trade first. I'm always going to be taking partials either way, so the main TP doesn't really matter. I always try to hold it as long as possible. If you guys are wondering what broker I use for my live account, I did pin it on the chat, so just click that link at the top. What's the SL? The SL's about to be hit by the market. It's just slightly below this 15-minute fair value gap. And the reason why I put it right there is because I didn't want to put it above that 15-minute gap. It might want to run straight through that gap. So if it does take out our TP here, or I mean our SL, then it's going to run. We're going to wait for it to close, and then we're going to decide on another trade. This 15-minute candle has no wick, though. Guys, this is looking good. I kind of want to see this melt. I want to see this melt hard. Come on. I see this no wick. I know you want to take out that no wick. Let's go, chat. DXY is at a 4-hour IFUG. I don't think that's going to affect where DXY wants to go, bro. Take a look at what's slightly higher. See this? It's the monthly fair value gap. So it's not going to stop at this 4-hour if there's a monthly level right above. It's going to keep going up. Gold's going to keep going down. We just need to survive this trade here. Let's go, chat. I'm thinking I might do that 6 a.m. stream like on a daily. I'm going to talk with the majority of VIP and ask them if they would prefer that, see how much people start showing up to those calls, and then I'll do these live sessions on YouTube every day because I also want to grow my YouTube. This is a great way to do it, live streaming, because in the legacy that's only on Discord. What's up, everybody? Let me know when you guys join the stream, who's tuning in. Drop a comment. Let me see your guys' names. Caught another live. Awesome. Let's go, brother. You been up to much, bro? Not today. Just pretty much a live stream to the VIP. What else did I do? What did I do? Oh, I was still so tired after the morning trade that I sent out. I was pretty much just in bed, and then I got up, walked over to the market, made myself some coffee, traded a little bit, filmed a YouTube video. I did upload a YouTube video on a trade locker tutorial, and then now I'm live again. But I do definitely have some plans for today. I gotta study for one of the exams I gotta take, and then I also have to go meet with some counselors. Gotta plan out the classes I gotta take. There you go, we're finally melting. Nice, bro. Pretty busy but chill day. Yes, sir. What you been up to, George? Let's go. No L's for us today, boys. No L's for us today. Why? Because we had a goated SL placement. Alright, it's time to go break even on this trade. We are break even. Let's go. Entry number 2 is a success. Tapped back in, immediate rebounds, bigger wick. Now let's melt. Let's melt for good, bro. Come on, gold. Not too much, to be honest. The snow is bad where I am, so just been chilled day. Went to the gym and did a few trades. It's 8 p.m. now. Oh, dang, bro. How long do you go to the gym for? That's one of the things I've been consistent on. One of the things it's a non-negotiable for me now this year. And honestly, I've been feeling great. So when you said chill day, you literally meant it, bro. It's snowing over there. Weather is like perfect over here. Actually, no, it's super cold still. I wish it was a little more sunny. I'd maybe go outside. I was walking over to the market and I didn't have a hoodie on. I was literally freezing. Chat, we are cooking. 30-minute IFG is the strat. What you hitting today? Yesterday was legs. Today's chest day again. The day before that, I hit back. Chest, back, legs. I just did some incline bench press on Monday, so not Monday, on Sunday. So today I'm gonna try to hit some barbell press. Oh, not another break even. Oh, brother. 5 minutes until the candle closes. I'm gonna wait until the 30-minute candle closes this time. I usually go to 45 to 1 hour. Don't need to go longer than that. That usually makes you feel so good. Yeah, I agree. I go for the same amount of length. And I always hit like a Stairmaster like before the workout just to get myself like hella pumped. Then the rest of the workout just feels like times 10. Nice, dude. I do I do cable flies and chest press machine and push-ups at the end if I feel like I haven't done enough. Yeah, that sounds pretty well rounded. Push-ups is so underrated. Like, people don't do push-ups because they just like feel weird at the gym to get down on the floor and do some push-ups, but I think it's super important. It's the OG. Push-ups are underrated, yes sir. What about the other 21 people that are watching this stream? What are you guys hitting today? Hitting some couch? Hitting some sleep today? What are we hitting? Any runners in here? Golly. We're about to close. We are about to close. Alright, I'ma hop in here. It's looking good. I'm hopping in. SL just above this high on the 15-minute time frame. I'm in. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it. Chairs only. Hitting some bed with a little bit of couch. Sheesh. How much reps are you doing? How much of an interval between sets? Chairs only? I'm literally hitting chair right now. Beautiful entry, boys. Going break even again on this trade. Why not? Bang. Risk off. That's a third trade in a row that is on the right narrative. Well timed. Hitting the bed. Push-ups, dips, pull-ups. Yo, let's go. Little calisthenics workout. Alright, so we got 1 minute until the 30-minute candle closes. I'm probably gonna enter one more trade here. Cause that took us out. Alright, get ready. 30-minute candle is about to close in 20 seconds. 20, 19. There you go. I like that volatility. Alright, I'm entering. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on, you better melt, bro. You better melt now. New 30-minute candle has opened. Come on. Take out the low this time. Who else is hitting the bed today? Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna try to set up a counselor meeting while you guys watch this trade play out. I just had to plug my phone in. Where's my money? Where's my money? Oh, this is perfect. In-person drop-ins. 1:30 p.m. I'm making good time. Alrighty, we got a new 30-minute candle and we're still going up. So, what seems to be the issue here, guys? We tapped back into it on the new 30-minute candle. I want to see this respected. I want to see it go down. It's the last trade of the day here. Because it's already 12 p.m. Market's closing in 3 hours. $15-minute gap is the issue? It definitely isn't. I don't think that that's what it's gravitating towards. I just think that overall, maybe the daily candle wants to close. Nah, I think that sells is like the right move no matter what here. Should have definitely melted already. It's building up a bunch of liquidity. This will definitely be a good target for later. If we leave this liquidity here, then Asia session, that would be a beautiful thing to take out. Come on. Dang, that took me out. You're live just on YouTube, right? Yeah, today just on YouTube. Me too. I just feel like it's gonna tap into the 15-minute. All right. I think I'm done trading for the day, honestly. This 30-minute was a beautiful confluence that it should have respected. It did respect actually here. We got like 3 beautiful entries off of this 30-minute gap. But every single time it just kept pushing back up. So it was a little difficult to trade this. You can see here we got beautiful runs down multiple times, but we pulled back up every single time. So I'm done trading for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you guys in the next